Hello and welcome to Total IELTS, and in today's lesson I'll be looking at the reading question type true, false, not given, or yes, no, not given. Now, students often say that this is a very challenging reading question type. So I'll be looking at some examples, giving some information, along with some strategies and tips. Thank you for watching. In this task, you're given a list of statements and you need to decide if they agree with the information given in the reading passage. True, false, not given are used with descriptive texts, and yes, no, not given are used with argumentative texts. There is always at least one true yes, false no, not given answer in the set of statements. So your answers must include at least one of the options. And if it doesn't, you've answered incorrectly. For example, here in questions 11 to 13, it has one of the options. The answers can be found in the order they appear in the text. So you won't find the answer to statement 3 before the answer to statement 2. Always follow the question numbers. And it is true that on your answer sheet you can write T, F, Y, N or NG instead of not given. They are all acceptable. So the key instruction for this task is, do the following statements agree with the information given in the text? And the meaning of each option is clearly stated in the instructions on the paper. So there's really no need to overthink what they mean. Choose true or yes if the information in the passage agrees with or clarifies the statement. And choose false or no if the information in the passage contradicts or is the opposite of the statement. And choose not given if there is no information or not enough information in the passage to prove the statement is either false or true. For example, here question 20 says the FAA was created as a result of the introduction of the jet engine. The text says an accident resulted in the establishment of the FAA. So the answer here is obviously false because the FAA was created as a result of an accident and not the jet engine. In 22 here it says beacons and flashing lights are still used by the ATC today. Now you can pause the video here for a moment and read the text, but the answer here is not given because there's not enough information in the passage to prove that they are used or not being used. Therefore, it is neither true nor false. And 23 says some improvements were made in radio communication during World War II. And the text says improved radio communication brought about by the Second World War. So this is true because radio communication improved during the Second World War. So let's look at some of the challenges of this task. First of all, students tend to focus on the keywords in the statements rather than thinking about the meaning of the statement as a whole. Of course, synonyms of the keywords and paraphrase of the statements will mostly be used in the reading text. Also, students are usually familiar with the true-false question type from previous experience, but the not given option can be a new one for them. Therefore, they tend to devote too much time on the not given option, which of course has a negative effect on time management. And sometimes students choose the true or false option when the information in the text is almost the same as the statement. Students also sometimes use their prior knowledge of a topic when they answer or what they think is their knowledge. So let's look at some strategies and tips for this question type. Rather than begin by reading the questions as you're always trained to do, try speed reading the text first in about 4 to 5 minutes. Doing this will give you an understanding of the text as a whole and knowledge of which information is contained in each paragraph. Synonyms of the key words will always appear in the text. Try not to match words from the statements. Instead, think of synonyms and paraphrase for the key words. Answers can always be found in the order they appear in the text, so keep reading forward. Try not to spend too long checking the text to be sure the statement is not given. If you spend a lot of time on this, then most likely the answer is not given. Don't choose the true-false option if the information in the text is almost the same as the statement. Don't make assumptions. Make your choice based only on the information in the text. Don't use any prior knowledge of the topic when you answer. Answer only according to the information in the text. If this particular question type is causing problems, practice it more than others.